Hello and welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Trails into Reverie. We are still going through the daydreams as I'm grinding myself up all of the party levels. As I said, probably could only do 2, so I'm just gonna leave the Project Over Gear for part 1 much later until we found the part 2. So, let's try the path chosen. So this is way before player's daydream. My story takes place a week after Crossbell liberation, right as Instructor Randy returned to the branch campus several days after Yuna. Towa. Oh, look who it is! Welcome back, Instructor Randy. It's good to have you here again. So this is right after the SSS daydream. Hey Rean, Toei, even got Michael coming out to say hello. You didn't have to roll out the red carpet for me. This isn't a big deal. No way, we wouldn't miss this for anything. Sounds like you had a plenty to churn out over there once things settle down. You don't know the half of it. Wait, shouldn't you 3 be teaching right now? If you're all here, what are the students? We move our homeroom periods up, so it's fine. It's what they all wanted anyway. Who wanted? Instructor Andy! It's so good to see you. Welcome back. You and Yuna were pure brilliant in that operation. That's our instructor for you, always ready to put in the work to get the job done right. Thanks, kids. I missed you. None of you got rusty while I was away now, did you? You have nothing to worry about there, instructor. I'm more wondering if you got rusty without us there to keep you on your toes. Very funny. I swear you live to give me a hard time, Ash. They're gonna make it even harder for me to leave in a month's time than it already is. I think it's too late for that. Hooray, looks like our surprise reception was a success. I'll say, you're a special guy to us, Randy. Thanks, all of you. It really is good to be here again, even if just briefly. Like Instructor Orlando, I will also be taking my leave once this school year comes to a close. I suggest you make your decision regarding something sooner rather than later, Instructor Herschel. Right. What is he doing? Creating an Avenger? The path chosen. Okay, much later. 2 weeks? 3 weeks? About 2.5 weeks. Towa! Rean, what's up? School's already over. Is something wrong? You've been spacing out a lot recently. No, I'm totally fine. Just a little sleep deprived. Why haven't you gotten home yet? Have you forgotten? Everyone's coming today, so you were going to tag along with me to welcome them. That's right. Rean, what time is it? We have to hurry to the station. No worries, we still have time. Let's pack up and head out. Oh, look! Thors alumni, we arrived at last. I haven't been here since just before the war. It really does remind me of Trista. I'm starting to think we shouldn't have come in uniform though. Right, things have been hectic today, but even so, wearing my uniform when I'm off duty may be a tad gosh. Oh, it's fine. You both look cool as heck in my opinion. Hey everyone. We're glad you could make it. Thanks for taking time out for your busy schedule to see us. It means a lot. Oh, think nothing of it. It's just a shame that some of us weren't able to make it. I was rather preoccupied the last time I visited the leave, so I'm looking forward to having a proper tour this time. We'll be happy to show you the sights, so we only need a few more till our group is complete. And there they are.
Yo, didn't think you guys would beat us.
Sorry to keep you waiting, kittens.
Not at all. We only just got here ourselves.
The gang's finally back together.
I honestly wasn't sure whether I should come, but you were kind enough to invite me, so how could I say no?
Well, Shall we get this celebration underway? Let the pre-party of the Thors 220th
Class reunion. But Rean, why are you here? Tonight was class reunion, an event Angie spared no trouble planning. The main event was scheduled for a fancy hotel in Heimdall, but some coming early wanted to visit the branch campus as well. After securing the principal's permission, we agreed that they could drop by after classes had ended for the day. Ooh. Whoa, is this really your first time playing tennis? Right? I've never seen anyone pick it up so quickly. Well, it's no different than lacrosse. Well, we used to play lacrosse back on the main campus, so a racket's not too hard to wrap my head around. I haven't heard that tennis ball is just about the same size. Anyway, come on, let's get serious. Is that all you students can muster up these days? I figured you could do better than this. Well, now you've done it. We'll make you eat those words. Go, Yuna. Go, Jessica. You got this. Ah, the cooking class. Wait, you're the gardening class, actually. Gardening club, I mean. Wow, this looks delicious. Yes, and it's so colorful as well. That's thanks to the fresh fruit that Sandy grew. And Freddy's wild grass makes up for a wonderful accent, I find. Wow, not bad at all. What exactly did he contribute to this stuff? God, don't worry, it's just a bunch of herbs I pick in the mountain. I should have expected nothing less from a former member of the gardening club. You garnished with the best of them. I could learn a lot from you. What is she doing? Is she becoming a principal or something? That's right, love is everything. Absolutely. Just as Tony and Alex, they demonstrate in its story, love transcends any barrier. Age, birthplace, status, even gender couldn't keep them apart. In fact, those obstacles only made their love stronger. I know just what you mean. Their love is so pure and precious. What about you two? What do you think? Why is Kurt in here? That we just want to be left the hell alone? Maybe I should have gone elsewhere. And that's how it's done. Whoa. Her form was so beautiful and flawless. You were superb, Angelica. I'm extremely impressed. Angel's always been good at that sort of thing. Stuff like that lets her make a good impression of the kind of people who care about decorum. What can I say? It's the secret to my success in life. But enough about me, Muse and Maya. You fill out those kimonos wonderfully. What a double dose of heavenly beauty. We should call a few more kittens over and have ourselves a very intimate little kimono. They're in school, Angie. Cool your jet. I don't know, I think it's a rather intriguing proposition. Intriguing or not, we don't even have enough kimonos to go around for it. You good, Vincent? You've been sitting completely still for a while. Someone, please help me, my legs, they've fallen asleep. What's the matter, Rean? You're getting slow on me. You're not bad at a guy who hasn't done this in ages yourself. Ooh, you guys are too cool! I've known for years that Crow is deaf-hand, but wow. They are the ones who put on that legendary school festival performance. We cannot let them steal the spotlight. I think she's leaving, at least. I don't know what for what though. We headed for the hotel in the capital that would serve as the venue for a class reunion. Yeah, it will be too many models. They won't show the reunion. There were so many incredible students here. We'll have to bring the rest of our old class to visit someday. Sounds like fun. You'll be going straight back to Jirai after the party's over, right, Crow? I seem to remember Stark applying for some time to follow suit. Yeah, sounds like things have been nuts over there lately, so we're gonna go see what's up. I'm sure you know all about the debates in Norambria about breaking off from the Empire. All that's been having an influence on Jirai too. I'm sure all the world about Crossbell getting its independence back is only adding fuel to the fire. But Jirai's only proposed as an SDZ, so I cannot see them throwing that away just for autonomy. In their case, yeah, Norambria might be a different story though. I take it that when everything's calmed down, you're planning to, well, don't be getting all mopey on me. We're not snot-nosed kids anymore. That's a perpetual troublemaker. Well, take care. Let me know when you get this Jirai safely. Sure think, Mom. Yeesh. You'll be coming back by train afterward, right, Towa? I hope you have a good time. Thanks. I'll be back later on tonight. By the way, that dress is looking real fine on you, Towa. Tomorrow's a free day, so what's the harm in coming back tomorrow morning? If you're going to party it up to at the hotel, we could also party it down if you get my trip. Angie, you don't even try to keep it vague anymore. Make sure to keep your cougar on tight, please, you hear, George? Someday this will stop being up to me, someday. Anyway, time to head off. See you, Rean. Take care, give my regards to the others. We will. Bye for now.
Hot damn. Gotta level with you guys. Today was more of a blast than I ever expected. That was your first time on campus in a while, so I'm not surprised you got into it. I'm glad I came too.
Well, you're welcome back anytime. Students were happy to see you. So, once things have settled down in Jirai, you're planning to go travel all on your own, right, Crow?
That's the plan. I think I'm a smidge too old for journeys of self-discovery, to be honest. But I wouldn't even be here now if not for Ordine and the rest. It makes me want to find meaning in my life, you know?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, make the most of it.
My investigation into the Black Workshop is mostly done, so I'm asking if the professor will let me stay at the Ruhr Institute. Nothing's gonna erase the bad I've put into the world. But that doesn't mean I can't try to put in some good.
I think that's a good idea. Perfect, even.
We're all living through a time of great change for the Empire. For the whole continent, really. The class system we've all accepted as an immutable part of Erebonian life is on its way out the door. That's why I need to talk to Father about what our family can do for the people of Nortia going forward. What about you, Towa? Have you decided whether you're going to leave the branch campus or not?
You knew?
You forget, we four go way back. We figured it out ages ago. That's about the only thing that could be eating at you like this right about now. We're here if you need friends to talk it through with, Towa. And that's what we're here for. To lean on when the going gets tough.
Guys. Alright. You win. You remember how I went around and helped multiple NGOs after graduating? One of those groups helps rebuild areas hit by disaster or war. And they resolve diplomatic disputes as a neutral party. Well, that organization's director got in touch with me recently. They said their goal was to help address the scars the war has left on the world. And they want me to help.
Huh. I didn't think you'd been asked to help do something that big.
Fits you like a glove, though. Between the Civil War, this last war, and the trade conference, you've shown you're great at desk work, negotiating, and so much more. I can see you really being able to make a difference in a place like that. Which must be what they see in you, too.
I feel like they're overestimating me a little, to be honest. While the war might technically be over, we're still very much feeling its effects. It's been 6 months since we all came together to end the Great Twilight. But a great shadow still looms over us.
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about the hell being raised in Jirai and Northumbria. Crossbell's never not feeling it. And those who played a part in bringing it about still have atoning to do. Myself included.
And then there are the people scarred by the war.
Yeah, a lot.
You know what I think,
Not just
Towa?
him.
I think you have your answer already.
Yeah, maybe I do. I can't deny it's a really important task. I'd likely be able to help the Empire and all of Zumeria far more in this role than if I were just to stay an instructor. Objectively speaking, I'm also sure I could handle the workload involved. Even so,
This takes me back to Thors. Remember when we were in on those Arcus tests? You were totally bewildered as to why you'd been chosen at first.
Oh, I really was. We were all good friends by that point, but I remember being so confused on why Instructor Sarah picked me. You and Crow were two of the most capable students in our year. George was one of Professor Schmidt's disciples and a highly gifted engineer in his own right. And then there was me.
Oh, you're nothing but ordinary, Towa.
I my way around organizing files a little better than most.
I don't know. If anyone else said they became student council president in the first year, I wouldn't believe them. That's something you handled like it was nothing, I might add. Even with the Arcus tests thrown into the mix. While on our field studies, you'd prepared the rest of the council for every kind of eventuality without fail. And then you still had the energy to support us by drafting up game plans and guiding us wherever we went.
We would have been up shit creek without those. Sarah was some kind of slave driver on us innocent babes. You made it so we did more than squeak by on those tests. Even made him a fond memory. You're the glue that holds us together, Towa.
You're all gonna make me blush. I was only able to do all of that because I had you. You noticed how
so
anxious
cute.
I was and gave me a gentle push in the right direction. Having you all at my back gave me the strength to face forward. That's why I was able to handle everything. So much happened during our years at the academy, both good and bad. But no matter how grim things looked, we always got through them by supporting each other. And before I knew it, I'd really come to love Thors. And there was Class 7. I never could have dreamed when I met everyone that we'd make it through 2 wars together. But here we are.
I doubt anyone could have seen all that's happened coming.
It's been wild beyond belief, yeah. Remember when I died? Fun times.
I know we use humor to cope, but Hades above, that is grim. Oh, you know, you technically never graduated, did you, Crow? Maybe you could enroll at the branch campus when your journey's all over. Finish up your
You'll be
studies.
so old.
Seconding that idea. Don't you want to study under instructor Rean?
Yeah, 'cause I really want to hit those books.
There's a part of me that wishes I could turn back time and go through school all over again. I only enrolled at Thors because I didn't want to run away from the importance of power in the military. But I got more than I ever bargained for during my time there. And I'm still learning so much by teaching at the branch campus. It was the connections we gained from being part of the Thors family that let us overcome the Great Twilight. And I think those connections are just as important as the work I'd be doing as part of the NGO. Carrying the torch of camaraderie and cooperation forward however we can is our duty as the foundation of the world.
Fair enough.
Sounds to me like your course is set then.
Just follow your heart, Towa. It won't lead you astray. If life takes you to a fork in the road, and neither road feels right to tread, you forge a third path, all your own. That's how Rean's and how our group have always done it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Angie. Thanks for helping me think this through, you guys.
I just sat here looking pretty.
Give it your best, Towa. We'll always be rooting for you. No matter how far apart we are or how much our paths diverge, that will never change.
Never ever.
We then made our way to the class reunion in the capital. It was a wonderful seeing so many old friends I hadn't had time to meet since graduating, and between good food and drinks, time flew. But soon the time came to depart, and after saying my goodbyes, I only just made the last train at the night back to Leaves. That was so much fun. Everyone looked like they were doing so well. Klein, Friedel. I hope we can squeeze in enough time to hang out again soon. The next stop is Leaves. Leaves when disembarking. That was a close one. I almost missed my stop. Welcome back. Oh, what brings you here, Rean? Did you come to meet me? I was out for a nighttime stroll anyway, so I thought I would. You have a fun time at the reunion? The funnest. I admit I didn't expect to get back and run into you first thing like this. I just couldn't get to sleep. I've got a lot on my mind, I guess. There's next term's lesson and new students to plan for, not to mention the fact that we're going to be losing Randy and Major Irving, possibly even you too. Oh. You saw right through me too, huh? Listen, Rean. I'm not going to weigh in on your decision. If I did, I'd just end up trying to make you stay. Besides, even if you do end up leaving, that's not going to sever the bond between us. That's how Thors is. Just follow the path that you believe in and know that I'll be supporting you the whole way. Thanks, Rean. That means a lot coming from you. You could tell that Rean felt the same way I did. That's how we were able to come this far. Even when we were apart, we were always supporting one another. With that in mind, the path I ought to choose becomes clear. You're gonna leave. Probably. Most likely. Is that your answer, Miss Herschel? Yes, I'm going. Oh, what? Yes, I'm going to set the branch camp. But I want to take on as many jobs as possible from the NGO. We would personally love that, but are you sure? The path you're choosing to go down is undeniably more difficult than any of your other options. I know. But I think my connection to Thors will prove useful in my NGO activities. I want to link the two of them together, not just for the Empire, but for the future of the entire continent. I see. In that case, I'll say no more. Let's get down to business. I wanted to talk to you about the arrangements for negotiation in the lead up to the signing ceremony. Of course. She's going out of her way to pick the hardest part of them all. Thors has quite a future ahead of it, and that includes you. This is just the end result of all our choices. Now, you and I are both part of Thors now. You don't got much room to talk, Pa. Well, you're not wrong. She'll be taking place as the head instructor. Schwarzer, you better give her the backup she needs. Of course, for both you and Randy. The new military finance instructor is coming by to say hello today, right? Yeah, she'll be taking Instructor Herschel's place. She can be quite rash, but I do believe she's the right woman for the job. Oh, your sister! Oh, I see. So this is it, Thors Branch Campus, the place connected to her alma mater. Well, not much else to do but to dive right in. We'll give this everything I've got. Thank God I did the Claire ones first. Otherwise, I'll be like, okay, so this is his sister. But maybe had I done this, I would not be confused about who she is. Chong Sam. Okay. I love it when they don't involve fighting for once. We have plenty of time to do justice a do.
Three days after the SSS successfully liberated Crossbell, I found myself being the first of my old classmates to see the city in all its newfound freedom.
What are you doing, Mathias?
Excuse me, but would you two be Commander Sonia Bells and Vice Commissioner Pierre?
That's correct. Inspector Regnitz, yes? We've been expecting you.
Quite an entourage.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
We've come on behalf of the Government Accountability Inspectorate. I hope we can count on your cooperation during our visit. Ordinarily, the withdrawal of all Erebonian troops and weaponry from Crossbell should have happened immediately after the war. The IDF's occupation had caused a delay, but now it could finally be executed, and overseeing it was our mission. This critical assignment came directly from my father, a task closely linked with Crossbell's independence to boot. Veteran inspectors in Rhineford were entrusted with watching over Tangram Fortress and the local military factory, while I was assigned to the city itself, and my primary focus would be the tower the defense force had occupied.
So that explains why he's there.
The SSS only knows how to do it big, don't they? Can't believe they pulled this off. I heard Yuna's still out of school to help them in dealing with the aftermath.
Thank you. I think we have a better handle on what happened.
Look at that, your brother.
So after the
Or your
SSS
long lost cousin? Or maybe uncle?
I remember him from the files related to the SSS. First Division, I think. What was his name again?
Dudley.
Never mind. I need to focus on work. Off to the 36th floor, then.
It was quite a gargantuan task for Machias to inspect the inside of Orchis Tower, reviewing each shard of broken glass or overturned vase. Vase? But while working hand in hand with the local police and CGF, set out to ensure that no offense caused by the IDF would go unnoticed. The work was exhausting, mentally and physically. Days in, still on the clock long after burning the midnight oil. This left no time to go out for drinks with fellow colleagues. It was just him and his work. He could feel the fatigue start to eat away at him. Thankfully, there was a local cafe that had become a small haven for its weary soul.
Thanks for
Coffee.
waiting. Here's one of our very own dark roast specials.
Dark roast.
Thank you.
Oh, there has to be wing set.
There's no better morning ritual than one that starts with a good cup of coffee. Now I can start work with my best foot forward.
Hey, check out the Imperial.
Oh yeah, a pal of mine in the tower was telling me about having to work with that guy.
Excuse me? Do you have something to say?
Thanks for waiting. Here's one of our very own dark roast specials.
Much obliged.
Oh my god, you guys even drink the same coffee.
Nothing like that first cup of the day.
He was determined to do his job well, for the SSS who fought by his side during the twilight, for all of his friends doing what they could back in the Empire, for his father, who believed he could handle such an important task. Little did he know, however, that his hard-earned day off several days later would be spent around his beloved brew.
You're all out of dark roast?
I'm so sorry, sir. I know it's your go-to coffee. Ours is ground with beans imported straight from Orid. But I'm afraid something's happened that's made it impossible to get back in stock. The owner was saying something about crime being afoot.
Wait, what crime is being committed?
Oh, sorry, sir. Listen to me go on.
Not at all. In fact, do go on.
They will do anything for their coffee.
Detective.
Inspector?
Well, what he said. Our morning's just not the same without your coffee. If you don't mind, could you let us speak to the owner of this establishment?
Oh my god, that's just the opening. Alright. Yeah, that kind of thing seems to be happening a lot lately. We got a number of queries about missing parcels, delivered to the wrong address and the like. My hunch is that trade resuming just plain has companies in chaos. I sure hope things will calm down soon, indeed. Thank you for your cooperation. I had a hunch after hearing what the cafe owner had to say, but wow, this runs deeper than it rightly should. It also matched up with several reports the police has received. Several communication and delivery mishaps and their confusion just after Crossbell's liberation were eventually traced to imported goods and sundries disappearing in transit. Right, and there are too many cases for it all to be mere coincidence. If the staff testimonials are anything to go by, not just restaurants either, any business could fall victim. all in a way so that they don't even notice there's a pattern. Quite the underhanded operation. Are there multiple perps? Or is someone acting alone? What would their MO be? We need to gather information. It occurs to me now that this is rather late, but I was sent from the Empire on work-related business at Orchis Tower just last week. My name is... You're Inspector Machias Regnitz, I know. Alex Dudley of the CPD's First Investigative Division. So you knew who I was this whole time? From reports related to the SSS, I'm guessing. The First Division deals in foreign affairs as well, so naturally, I would know about you. Your father being Representative Regnitz and you being a member of the Class VII puts you on our radar more than any report. Right, I'm sure. Don't let me knowing that frees you up on me. For the first time in quite a while, I'm not on the clock, but I'm not about to sit back when my coffee is in danger. I'll have no shortage of ordeals to face in the days to come, and I won't let that be mired by the loss of one of my life's simple pleasures. Oh. So, Inspector Regnitz, my request your cooperation with my independent investigation. I realize this is out of our respective jurisdictions, but I hope you might say yes as a fellow lover of coffee. Of course, I'll be happy to assist. Thus, the two form an unusual bond and open up investigation for the beloved bitter beans. Their first stop was inside the department store where Machias questioned his old friend Paturi. Oh, even you! Ren's father. The reputable trader Harold Hayward is next on the list, and he suggested they visit each district to interview the city's merchant. Even Ashley? Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Use that route all the time myself. Lucky for me, I was sure to move some things around ahead of time so we're not hurting stock. I'm thinking whoever's behind it is either green as grass in the underworld or the Astray have no fear of death, or both. And what makes you think that? I don't mind answering, but it's going to cost you, though I think I can afford to give you a friendly discount, detective. Huh, I would have thought you will have a bigger problem with her line of work. Even the kids? So that's about everything we could figure out. This is going to a lot more harm to the locals than I ever would have realized. This is an incredible help, so thank you. The junior SSS is everything I hoped for and more. Good. With all the SSS does for us, we're always there to cover for them. Let's ask for help whenever you need it. I certainly will. I'm sure we'll be back at some point. He's quicker to think on his feet than I gave him credit for. I wonder why I didn't see this side of you coming. I just hadn't pegged you as the type to have connection to 9 Volley or Back Alley Bar. Any detective worth its salt knows there are valuable clues to be derived from the underground. I suppose I'm not the only one who's had his expectations flipped then. Your file read like you'd be more resistant to going off book, though you'd be more straight-faced. Don't take this the wrong way, but that applies to you than to me. I still got ways to go. Crossbell's independence is at stake. I cannot afford to let my inexperience as an inspector, you would curse it up. I don't... Now, where's the next bar? Oh, whoa there, sir. Oops, sorry about that. Not at all, I should have stepped out of the way. If I recall, this guy works in General Affairs, Orchis Tower. Doge Clash? I remember you. You're that inspector from the Empire. Show that ID of the door, got all the paperwork in order. You're a hell of a hard worker. I'm guessing it's easy for Imperial to finish what Imperial started, huh? That isn't how I would put it. You know, I've been hearing lots of stories about fraud picking up here. They keep that up, they might start calling this place the City of Sin the way they did before the SSS cleaned the place up. That's your bastard's fault. You just come in and start tearing down everything we built. Hey, that's enough. I understand lips are loose when drunk, but any more out of the mouth and it will be interfering with official business. Huh? Wait, I should you around too. What are you doing, you moron? Stop heckling random people on the street. Sorry about him, he gets like this when he drinks too much. Oh, the Detective Dudley. Inspector Rightness. Oh, idiot, I'm so sorry if my friend said anything rude. I think he's just been doing too much OT since the liberation. Come on, man, let's go. I know it's our day off, but you drank way too much, I tell you. I can still go for more. If you could stay for just another minute, your friend here mentioned something about fraud being on the rise. Would you happen to know anything about that? We're in the middle of an investigation, so anything at all you could share with us will be greatly appreciated. Oh, I think I might. There's been this suspicious merchant who's been selling knockoffs of brand name goods. Retailers around here have been getting inquiries from customers on them. We're thinking of giving a heads up to the police about it, so your timing is perfect. Would you like the names of the store that we notified? That'd be great, thank you. After their new lead from unexpected source, they went right to visiting the store specified. They were more than happy to give obvious tales for the knockoffs. The similarities between each account were almost astounding. Then, with plenty of new information in hand, they agreed to find a place to sift through their findings while resting their feet. And there was no better spot for a sit-down than a certain bakery on West Street. We managed to collect a fair bit of information. Indeed, such as how the victims up to this point have dealt in import brands and foodstuffs. Brands like the Quincy Company and Straker Corporation are among them. Wherever they are sold, a merchant was appeared to offer the exact same product for a much lower price. These alternatives, however, are inferior knockoffs. By the time this is discovered, the merchant has already disappeared. I think there's connection here. Almost undoubtedly, it ties into our current case. Slow fraud and counterfeit goods, huh? If you're still worried about that man said earlier, you shouldn't be. Being Erebonian does not mean you have to shoulder the responsibilities for your entire country. Thank you, I appreciate that. But to me, he represents the majority of Crossbell's people. It makes me feel like I cannot do anything to make them feel better, as an Imperial citizen, as an inspector. I see. You really are so much like me in my younger years. How so? You're deeply serious with a strong sense of justice that makes you want to live up to the expectation placed upon you. But now suddenly all that pressure has become so immense that it's suffocating you. Is that it? No, you might be right. The Chancellor now gone, the Empire is racing towards a new era. And amidst all this, my dad is now the representative Chancellor of the entire country. The first step we need to take for this new era is to restore and stabilize our relationship with Crossbell. I believe he's expecting of me the kind of inspection result that will work to that end. And yet here I am, with my hands full with just the stuff immediately right in front of me. I can't help but hate how much of a good-for-nothing guy I am. I hope you won't mind me countering this, but I think you should be more confident in yourself, Machias. You chose the thorn-filled path of being an inspector despite how difficult it was going to be. And against your young age, you've been entrusted with the most important aftermath of restoration after the war. These more than prove you're qualified, and it means you absolutely can't live up to the expectation your dad has of you. I get panicked when I don't produce results quickly enough, but is a brew not truly at its most divine when the beans have been roasted longer? I'm sure you understand what I mean as a fellow lover of coffee. Yeah, you're right. I think I've been trying to rush my progress so much that it's only made things worse instead. Maybe it'll take a bit longer to produce results, but better to take it slow and steady than run myself into the ground. That's the way. Hello, Detective. Oh, you're Ian's secretary. I don't know if I've ever seen you guys in the same place before. If I recall, you're from that formal law office, aren't you? I asked if he'd be willing to cooperate with an investigation of mine. We're just taking a short break. What investigation, if I may ask? Is it about the dealer of counterfeit goods? Been keeping up with the times, have you? Yeah, Grace has been all over it. I got thinking about how the SSS once worked a similar case, so I was going through some old leads and... What? Would you mind showing up those leads? We can get our hands on some evidence. I might be able to get a first division to make an arrest. Oh, I don't mind at all. You've done so much for me in the past, Detective. Would I say no? Oh, but keep it a secret from Grace. If she finds out, she might end up forcing her way to the front seat on your investigation. I can picture it now. We'll keep that in mind. A few hours later. Ah, I knew it, it's him! Crossbell never fails to disappoint me, well, save for a few sour moments. I couldn't be happier about our business arrangement myself. It's much easier to get things done this way. Oh my god, is this the lady? That's my line. I hope we can continue the most profitable of relationships. If Crossbell regains its independence, then it may become much easier to do business than it was under Imperial rule. We'll welcome the return of a prime hunting ground for folks like us. Oh, that's right. That's the counterfeit old lady. What's this? And who might you two be? And this guy is the Erebonia swindler, Minute the conman, and the infamous counterfeit dealer from Calvar. But you're the small fry that used to cause so much trouble in Crossbell. But what? You know who I am, do you? So my past is coming back to haunt me. I never should have allowed that cursed special report section to catch me. The files the CPDS on you from last time came in handy. You know, everything you've been up to, surrender peacefully. But this is because of the pesky SSS, is it? Huh, in that case, what a perfect timing. Looking for a chance to express my gratitude for all they did for me. Completely flip the switch, she'll wake up the whole city at this rate. And my run-ins with the SSS as well. If you're friends of theirs, then this is an excellent opportunity to relieve some stress. It's time to get to work. We'll use sheer force to bring you past to your knees. Get out here, you lackeys. Teach these four-eyed lettuce heads a lesson. Because their hair green? Oh my goodness. Well then, no one's coming? Where the hell are they? Oh dear. How did the cops find out about the meeting spot? Damn it, this is why I hate working with crooks that always get caught. Was that directed at me? I told you we're 2 steps ahead of you. The entire department will be here soon. I hope you don't think you can get away. Aren't we clever? All we have to do is break past you and we can run this racket over and over again. Won't step aside then, we'll force you out of your way. Get them! Have it your way, we're more than prepared to respond. I'm counting on you, Inspector Rightness, of course. Ooh. Oh, okay, I thought it's gonna fight. I was gonna say, they both are not the strongest fighter. They need support. Those worthless idiots. What a truly tragic end. Oh, you, as if I give up so easily. Ugh. Hahaha, it's all over for you. We'll have one weapon left. My foot! Oh no, my fist! Yeah! Now do you get it? This is the Iron Hammer of Justice. Oh no. Eat my dust, you bastards. Always have a place to escape so long as there's a horizon to reach. What the? Why won't the engine start? I tried to tell you. Of course we already discovered your getaway plan. But we got our head and cut the engine. You're welcome to try swimming away from here though. Could you? Well, Miss Counterfeit Dealer, Minute. You have escaped justice in the past due to your status as foreigners, but that ends today. Cross-balance laws are evolving. I'll put in a good word for you to see to it that you two get right here. Best of luck. Is this really how it ends? Our plan was perfect. How could this happen?
Suspects apprehended, 0210 hours.
And so the counterfeit dealer and swindler that had caused a stir in Crossbell were finally caught. The supply routes they had impeded soon returned to normal as the investigation progressed. It was shortly after when Machias heard that the cafe had restocked his favorite coffee beans, inspiring him to drop by the next day before work.
Sorry, thanks for waiting. Here's one of our very own dark roast specials. Boy, I think my jaw about hit the floor when I heard the case had been solved. Thanks to you two, it barely put a dent in business. We owe you one. So, the owner said it's on the house today.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Just a cup of coffee, you could at least give them a feast. Finally in one table.
It's dark roast or nothing in the morning.
I love the way you can feel it coursing through your body from the first sip. Can't start my day without it. And speaking of, I have something I'd like to share with you a little later. Are you free for lunch? I know a place with food that goes spectacular with any brew.
Absolutely, I'm free.
These two coffee lovers. Manly Munchies coffee? Wait a minute. Oh, I need to read it first. So it has to be Machias, right?
Let's give this a try.
What? One more time. Is this Randy?
Let's give
No
this a
way.
try. There was an...
What?
You just leave this to your boy. There we go.
Better late than never to start learning. Well,
Swin.
If you're sure, yeah, I'll cook. It's edible.
What? Emma?
I think I can cook as well as anyone else.
Or is it someone I haven't found before?
Won't you try it?
Oh my god, tiramisu. I see. Okay, we still have a little bit of time, but I don't think it's enough to do one more daydream. What to do now?
Activated.
Should I add one more support slot? Oh, Soul Gauge is not bad as well, actually. I have to think about that. You know what? I think I know what to do. Let's unseal some of the silver orbs, because I get a lot.
Unsealing pedestal activated.
6.
Guess luck is on our side.
Burn 4.
This'll come in handy.
Ivy Nail.
Guess luck is on our side.
Azure Knight set.
Guess luck is on our side. Guess luck is on our side.
Ooh, Galleon 4 Ultra Rare, Petrify 4.
Guess luck is on our side.
Nemesis Arrow Ultra Rare. Oh wow! This looks cool. Aussie Cobalt. Ooh. Okay, this is gonna be shorter than usual, but I think that is it for this episode. When we come back, we are going to do we're going to go back to the main story, starting, let's say, with Rean, because we did start with Rean. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy, until next time, bye.